Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to QuadKast. Welcome to QuadKast. Welcome to QuadKast. Hey. Okay.
You better turn it off.
So what
You messing the sound up.
said sound 3 times.
Yeah, thank you.
You got the phone to your ear.
And he clapped.
When I clap, we know what time
we know what time it is. Look.
My I didn't even hear the clap.
That's the point.
That's not know your clap.
All right. So we were talking about the person that wrote in and was talking about how they're dealing with this situation with their friend. Mm-hmm. The friendship doesn't seem mutual right now. They seem like they're putting in more energy than the other person. Mm-hmm. My advice to that person is to remove yourself. Boom. That's what I would do. I think that anytime you are trying to force a friendship, then it's not really a friendship no more at that point. It may at some point maybe it was a friendship. Yeah. But when it feels like it's being forced, something is taking place. And I know this personally because I was friends with someone for a very, 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 very long time. And this particular person would come into town and we grew up together, good friends. And they would actually seem like they were avoiding me, but we were the best of friends. So at some point I had to realize that, hey, I've been trying to reach out too many times now. Now I'm going to bag up and whatever it is, it is. You know what I'm saying? So your perspective, what do you think? How would you handle a situation like that if you were friends with someone and it feels like the friendship is not being reciprocated in the same way?
Full transparent moment. I'm literally going through that.
Oh, you're going through that.
Okay.
Okay. See?
And that's the correct answer. Take yourself out of it and
That's
see
right.
what happens. See how the friendships evolves or devolves. See if y'all see each other. See if, the things that y'all used to do, see if it still happens.
Right.
Or if it's more so excuses or this is going on, that's going on. We all have life going on. And people close to me know that. I look good on the outside, but dealing with MS is a monster. So a lot of the times for BJ, Monday through Friday looks like getting up, going to work, and making it back home and crawling into bed. But even still with that, I still have those certain people around me that know what I'm going through, so they'll just pop up on me or they'll, FaceTime me to make sure I'm okay. Yeah. And to have that is really, sounding. But to feel like you're always the person that's reaching out or, hey, I
it's
miss
exhausting.
you, or, hey, I'm coming that way, or, and it's just like, dang, I got 4 wheels and a steering wheel just like you do.
Right. I got a phone. My phone works just like your phone works.
Exactly. So it's just, I feel the same way.
I don't care no more. I just don't give a damn.
Exactly.
Once I remove myself from you, you are removed.
Okay.
A nap
That's
sound better than anything to me in this life. So if
A nap.
a nap. So if you don't feel like you want to spend time with me, I can go to sleep and have the best time ever. You hear me?
I'm not a napper.
Yeah.
I can't nap. Once the sun come up, I'm up.
We know.
I used to be like that. We
know.
definitely know.
Yeah, that's it.
I think for me, I understand what you're saying, and you know how I am. I am more so a person where I feel like, Jay, once I remove myself completely.
Right.
And a lot of people, they envy that of me, but then some people are like, they're in admiration that I could just cut all ties and move on with my life. Because I feel like the type of person that I am, when you are attached to me, you have access to everything and everybody. We kind of touched bases on this a few episodes ago. With me comes a lot of access to different things, a lot of different benefits in your life, just from, having a good time. It ain't always just like, benefits of how other people may be thinking, like money or whatever. But there's so many benefits and assets to my life that once you are connected to me and you treat me like I am somebody that you prioritize, you have access to all of that. And there's so much that comes with it, along with my family, because my family is everything to me. Yeah. So my thing is, when you show me who you are. I'm at an age now where I'm going to believe in that and I'm going to trust that. And it only takes one time for me now. Before in my 20s, I would give people chance after chance after chance, and I would be at home crying. My mom knows it best. My sister knows it best. My uncle knows it best. Like, I'll be sitting at home crying in a corner because I'm like, well, what did I do? And it wasn't me. It was always them.
It's them.
So for me, I don't give chances out anymore. My thing is, I fought very hard to be this woman that I am today, which is healed. I'm still healing, but I'm very much healed. And I have worked on a lot of my trauma to where I'm not going to allow anybody else's insecurities to be projected on me because they don't know how to heal on their own. Right. So when I take myself out of the situation, I'm going to allow you to feel how you feel. People are always going to play victim. Right. I see that. That's cool. Just don't have me around it. I'm good. I'm good on you. We had our time. It is what it is. And one thing I would say, like, I'm going to give you your flowers. Like, you are that person where a lot of people can depend on you because you do have a big heart. And I always tell you this.
I'll tell you, fuck you in a minute.
Yeah, she's there now. But
you can go to hell real quick.
It's like, in the beginning, it was more so of she just would give every single person every single chance. And I'm like, when are you going to stop putting them first and put yourself first? That's when are you going to stop showing up for them and show up for you? Right. I need you to pull up for yourself the way that you're pulling up for these other people. Right. When the last time they came and saw you? When the last time they asked, do you want to go get a drink? When's the last time they said, hey, do you want to grab dinner? When's the last time they said, hey, we should link up? Instead of you always doing the initiating. It shouldn't be one-sided. And I feel like that's more draining than anything. So my advice is let them. Meaning, let them go. Yeah.
I think sometimes, you have to recognize when God is trying to remove someone or the universe is trying to remove things out of your life in order to make room for the things that need to be in your life or they're supposed to be in your life.
And I also want to say it's okay to outgrow things and people and experiences. Yeah. And you have to be okay with that. Yes, you're going to have immediate emotions. You're going to feel like, oh, this is a heartbreak. Oh, this is just, I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm just so conflicted right now. That's normal. Sit in those emotions. Sit in that feeling. But if the only thing that you have to resonate with something or an experience or someone are past times, you're never progressing in that friendship. You're never progressing. You're not moving forward. You're always staying stagnant. And as long as you're staying stagnant, they're okay with that. Or if for whatever reason you done fell below what they feel like is beneath them, they're great with that.
Misery loves company.
Right.
That's a goal.
Totally agree with that.
That's just I shared a status.
I just say fuck them.
Yeah, I shared a status the other day that said, man, that removal prayer is doing a Rico sweep in my life. And when a Rico sweep. Okay. When you tell you, listen, you just say, God.
What was your feedback when you reposted that?
I saw that.
Sure you got some.
Yeah.
I saw that.
You get crickets on social media, but you also get text messages.
I was about to say,
That's
I'm
crazy,
sure your phone
crickets.
You get crickets on social media, but then you get people like, hey, who you talking about? Hey, you all right over there? Hey, like, no, I just felt like, you don't know when I prayed this prayer. Like, you don't know. Like, I fell back, and honestly, it's just like, what they say, the wind beneath my wings. Like, you just don't know. Like, not having to think about, well, what this person, or what this, or what that, or, well, I ain't seen this person in a long time. Fuck them.
Right.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Like, don't ask me and mine for shit else. Because, like, you haven't been asking. You haven't came over. It's so, I haven't, and I'm never going to say be a priority in someone's life, but if I extend that grace to you to check on you, do it to me.
Right.
What is it to shoot me a text message? Because 9 out of 10, I don't want to talk on the phone. So what is it to shoot me a text? Hey, B, you good over there? Yeah, I'm straight.
Right.
You know what burns?
Totally
What's that? What did
burns my biscuit?
Grinds my
grind there, yeah. Who was that? Brian grinds my gears. When
grinds my gears.
Oh, okay.
When you haven't talked to a person,
everybody been talking, I ain't hear you. I used to say grind my ears, grind my I ain't know what y'all the hell y'all talking about.
Family Guy. Yeah, I watch a lot of that. That grinds my gears when you haven't talked to a person in forever, but yet they send you a text message. showing you or saying how they have elevated
Right.
or the things that they're doing that are so great. But I ain't talked to you in God knows when. Like, I don't give a damn about what you got going on. I ain't talked to you in 2 years. I could give a shit about what you got going on or who you or how life is going or the things you succeeded in. So what? I ain't talked to you in 2 years. So why are you saying that? Burns me up, and I deal with that. You know, I get messages from people that I ain't talked to in a long time. They want to talk about they got this and that going, trying to make themselves look like they're bigger than what they actually. And some of the stuff that they doing, hell, I could do it too. It ain't nothing but a phone call and some money. Yeah, that's all you got to do. Pay some money, make a phone call. You get what I'm saying? I'm getting a little personal right now. Y'all probably, what the hell is he talking about?
No, keep
but
going.
I know
bro.
what I'm talking about, and Courtney probably know what I'm talking about. And when they hear this podcast, they gonna know what I'm talking about too.
Okay.
Because they probably act like they don't listen, but they listen.
Yeah. If you know who you are, look, chime in.
No,
Chime in. Step up.
First ones to watch it and roll their eyes.
Yeah, act like they don't know what's going
Comment.
on.
Say something about it.
You know
Comment.
why they talking about me? Because I get to that motherfucker. No, I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you know.
Right,
I don't give a
right.
Damn, no more.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
good. Pat on the back. You doing something you supposed to been doing.
That's right.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
for you. Good for you. Congratulations.
Clearly, we needed to break up like a vun.
Yeah.
What
you
he
know.
say? I don't want to be with you. I put that on everything I own. Listen, when he said that, he meant it, and I
They
said,
go with
why?
friendships too, huh?
I see
Friendships and
why.
relationships. Okay.
You can break up with a person and chew. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
Breakup ain't that's deep, ain't it? Breakup ain't really about a relationship.
It's not a romantic
No,
relationship.
Yeah.
You could break up with
Friendship.
friendship.
when you
is a
break
breakup.
them ties
Yeah.
that's been holding you down,
That seems
it's
kind
so
of
much stuff.
that's when two dudes break up though. I don't like that.
I
Don't sound right.
So what y'all doing?
Y'all just went your separate ways.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I don't want you to turn breakup though.
That sound
I just gotta say
really
separate way. We ain't gonna say
Yeah.
breakup.
I mean, you again. It goes.
finna go back to the Terrence
comfortability.
Howard thing. Yeah,
Yeah, as
okay.
I said, it goes back to comfortability.
You know, y'all
Yeah.
gotta say I ain't fucking with that man no more.
I ain't fucking with
Right,
that.
Yeah,
nigga.
I ain't fucking with that man no more.
Yeah.
Y'all can't say break up. But
Dude
that's
can't
it.
say nothing to me no more.
Yeah,
That's it.
you know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to this anonymous person, I guess our advice is just just separate yourself. Let God do what He gonna do.
sure.
You know.
It'll hurt in the
Yeah.
beginning.
I believe that once you separate yourself, it opens up doors for the people that's supposed to be
Hello.
there. You know.
Right.
Come on now.
I believe that.
Hence why we here tonight.
Yeah. Hey. I'm
It's
telling
going
you.
down tonight.
I got family members that I don't even that I grew
Tonight.
up with. We were close friends, and I don't even talk to them.
Won't
no
even
more.
look that way.
I mean, and it ain't nothing personal. I love you to death, but we in two different places in life.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
hey, and it is what it is. You know, so sometimes God just have to separate you. I believe that's the separate. I believe if I hadn't have been separated from certain ways and certain people, that I wouldn't be where I am right now.
Oh, 1,000.
Yeah,
A million.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta be, it's a monetary
Totally
spirits
agree.
out there.
yeah, I believe that.
Totally agree.
I can remember when I was living in Midtown. I tell this story all the time, and I told it to.
Say it, brother.
Nigga,
I'm sorry.
I'm preaching over here. That's a whole nother. We ain't gonna even get off into that. Everybody that see this podcast gonna be like, he used to be a preacher. But I'm gonna say
He
this
up there
though.
with his silver cup.
Yeah, but now I got this cup in my hand. But that we ain't gonna even get all of it.
Yeah, for real.
That's a whole nother
Come on,
podcast.
that's a whole nother
episode
podcast.
from
No.
me preaching.
Hold on. A whole nother quadcast.
A whole nother quadcast.
Yeah.
There you go.
Called past lives.
Yeah, past. There you go. Called
Past
past life.
Past live, yep.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can
that's-
remember
ooh,
laying in that
okay.
bed when I
Okay,
was in-
BJ.
Past, like, BJ come through every time.
Ooh, we might hear me at 4 o'clock in the morning.
What?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Get to your point.
No. I
Cause you
was just
60.
saying that I just
We got a lot of life.
Get to your point.
being and praying when I was separated.
Mm-hmm.
When I separated myself from certain things, I lived in Midtown and I was just laying in that bed and it was just me. And it wasn't nothing but me, my thoughts, and it was God. And I was just praying and praying. And I got to a point, sometimes when you separate yourself, there is a sense of loneliness that can take over you. And if you don't understand that this isolation is in place to bring you revelation, it will send you into devastation. Do you hear me?
What?
It will have you crazy. So I'm laying in that bed and I'm praying. I'm isolated. It's just me. I ain't even got a damn TV in the apartment. Ain't no furniture. Ain't nothing up in there. It's just me, God, and that laptop. And I remember one night I was just laying in there. I was praying. And I told this story to Speck one time. He probably don't remember. We was in the truck. A scripture came to my head and it said, eyes have not seen, Ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man what God has prepared for those that love him. I said that so many times, like it just kept rehearsing. I know I said it about 100 times that night, and it wasn't 2 or 3 weeks later, I ended up meeting Courtney.
Want to do it?
And
Okay.
I said that to say that I believe that particular isolation in that particular scripture was preparing me for something. It was letting me know that you feel isolated right now, but I got a greater revelation for you. There's something in this isolation that's about to happen.
By yourself.
Yeah, I need you to sit by
love
yourself for a little bit because I'm about to prepare you for something.
Okay.
You know, and I think that if you, and my advice to this person is, if you just sit and isolate yourself, you'll see the revelation that God is about to present. You'll see what's about to happen. You'll see the reward that's about to take place. You know,
'Cause he's
so
funny. He'll give you a look.
oh yeah, the
to
universe
see-
is real.
To see how you gonna handle it.
Come on,
He gonna see if you can handle it correctly, or if you just gonna, go back to what you was doing.
yes, that's
Now,
right.
if you do right, you gonna get those unexpected phone calls. You gonna get what you've been working towards. Now you come across one little small seed of a blessing, then you go back to the trap with all them boys, and you blow that blessing in the trap
You blow your
instead of
blessing.
doing what you supposed to do with it. Guess what? You gonna be right back. What Big Boy say? You gonna be right back there in the trap. Just that.
I
Trap.
got a son. I got a son right now. Speaking of trap, I'm not gonna say his name, but when he see this, he gonna know what I'm talking about. I can't get him out of the streets, So I'm just praying for him. I wish he would isolate himself and separate himself. And if he see this, he's gonna be like, "Daddy, you talking about me on the podcast?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know I'm talking about you." But I wish he would separate himself because life is so much bigger. It's so much more out there, and there's so much more that you can accomplish when you have people in your circle that are trying to accomplish things, and you don't have people in your circle that are just doing whatever and just living frivolously, So, yeah, that's I would just say, I separate yourself and let God do whatever he's gonna do. And that's to anybody, not just this particular person. If you're dealing with something right now, just similar to the situation, just separate yourself.
Elevation requires separation.
Yeah, that's
about
right.
that?
That's right. Separate yourself. It's gonna be all right. You may be a little lonely. You might cry. It may seem sad or whatever, but I promise you, there is a greater reward at the end.
And it's saying, fuck them folk.
The race is not given to the swift,
It's given to them.
but to the one that endures. So it ain't about how fast you get there. It's about how much strength you got to make it to the end.
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? So you just got to keep going. You got to keep going.
Keep on pushing.
Keep
baby.
on pushing. Keep on pushing. And we go and with
Keep
that,
on
And
pushing.
with that, we're gonna have a good night.
we gonna have a good night. And we didn't even introduce ourselves, but I'm Jay the Gray.
And I'm BJ Too Cool.
And I'm Kate with the code.
Spec.
I thought you was Big Spec.
Spec.
And we are the QuadKast, so we out of here.
Yes, QuadKast, y'all.
Spec. Spec.
Big talk, big minds, yeah, we do it with class. 4 of us, one throne. Welcome to QuadKast. Welcome to QuadKast. Welcome to QuadKast. Hey.